Why don't we all just go home? Why don't we just go home? I mean, it's been a rough start. Let's face it. It has really been a rough 4.5 to 5 months, 6 months now. We're rolling into it. Well, I can tell you why I'm not going home and why I have a desire to stay in Thailand. And that is going to be the subject of today's live stream. But before we get into today's live stream, I would just like to remind everybody I have a goal to hit today, and that is 100 likes. I don't think it's possible, but I want to see just how close we can get to 100 likes. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Hit the thumbs up button, and let's get as close to 100 likes as possible. And that's what I put over in the live chat. And I hope that you guys come on. Tommy, what's up? And Mr. Mitch says, I think it's possible. There you go. I like your attitude, Mr. Mitch. Definitely like your attitude. We're already at 10 and we're a minute into it. So if we could just keep reminding people as they come in to hit that like button, maybe we'll get 100 likes. That's for sure. Doorman, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by, brother. I appreciate you being here as always. And we're going to just kind of talk through what's going on real quick and give a few minutes for a couple people to roll in here and talk about why we are. He said, I already smashed it. Good man, good man, good man, good man. I like to see that 100 likes. That's awesome. And what's up, Mike? What up, Buttercup? I like that. Mike and I will be doing a live stream tomorrow at 8:30. I believe that's correct. 8:30 a.m. Bangkok time. So 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I believe we are going to have a great chat tomorrow. Got to catch a little bit of his stuff. Yesterday or day before yesterday when he did a live stream. Maybe it was yesterday. I can't remember. But unfortunately, I was at work. So, the working man's got to do his thing. Now, why don't we all go home? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are actually going to have to go home if you're here in Thailand coming up. As visa amnesty ends, you will be required to go to either get some type of different visa or you're going to have to make plans to get out of the country, because I went to an article and a few sources, and they're telling me that visa extensions on things like tourist visas or 60 or 90-day extensions, or 60 or 90-day visas are just not happening right now. So that's not looking good for the people that want to stay long term here in Thailand. I have multiple suggestions for you for visas. If you have any questions, we'll talk about that. Robert, thank you so much for showing up first and for dropping the PayPal link on there. We have a $100 channel goal each weekend, so we'll see if we can hit that today. But I'm more interested in the 100 likes. I want to see if this will do it. Hey, Roger. He says, hello, I'll be in and out of chat. No problem, man. No problem at all. And we also have channel membership. So if you want to see some different videos and get to vote on the content, this piece of content right here was voted on by my channel members. And this was the topic they wanted to hear. So here we go. If you're in the room, make sure you've hit the like button. Mitch from Phoenix says, hello, 117 degrees here today. Wow, that's hot. That's really, really hot. And that is one of the reasons I have no desire to leave Thailand. I have no desire to go back to the United States of America right now at this point, currently, as I'm making this video. Why would I feel that way? Well, one, if you know anything about America right now, it's in kind of not a good state. Um, I don't want to get too involved in the wording for YouTube purposes, but it's definitely not the place to be. I do have friends there. Mike says, currently walking up Succulent towards Nana. You go, boy. Oh, is that in reference to anything? um, but the um, the way that the way that the United States is right now, there's nothing in America that makes me want to go back except my family. I would love for my family to go back. What I would really like is to bring my family here. That is really what I would like. Is to bring my family here. I I get you, Mike. Yeah, there's no Nana in America. Understood, 100%. Costa says, if you met the woman of your dreams and she was American, would you go back for her? She would have to be an American over here in Thailand, which would be hard to find right now. And the woman, whoever this woman is, you know how they always, I'm not picking on you, Costas. This is just like one of those, you know, everybody, the woman of your dreams, the woman of your dreams, the woman of your dreams. Dude, like I've given up on the concept of the woman of my dreams. Okay. I gave up on the concept because I don't think she exists, and I'll probably die miserable and alone. But I'll be happy. Michael says, "Good evening from Oregon." Good evening, Michael. We're doing something a little bit different here today. We're going for 100 likes. 100 likes with the thumbs up button. 100 likes. So if you hadn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Matt Tech, what's up, man? I hadn't seen you in a long time. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I say a long time, probably since last week. But very good to see you. Doorman says, next stop. Not. I like the way you worded that. That's clever. Very good. Very good. Very good. You are a channel member. I don't know if you watched the last members only video, but it was intriguing to say the least. Mr. Mitch is in the house. Hey Jose, what's up, buddy? Hey Jeremy, I don't blame you about not wanting to go back to America. Not much to do here except work and being around family and friends. Yeah, I mean, here I have Mike just kind of summed it all up when he says he's on Succulent walking towards Nana, right? You're not going to find anything like that. Well, you can find stuff like that in America, but I don't think you're going to find it right now, is my point. So I don't think that would be a great move to go to America right now. Not that I'm like living at Nana Plaza or anything. It's just that going to America right now, going back home, packing everything up, going back home, starting all over, for what? For what? I'm already in paradise. All I got to do is just be patient, right? Just be patient and let things return to the way they were. Costa says, I mean, the right woman for you. Again, Costas, every girl that I've ever had has inevitably, in the end, either cheated on me or left without saying goodbye, or the last real long-term girlfriend I had in the Philippines not only lied about me, but went on YouTube and made videos that lied about me. So no, I'm not big into women searching. If it happens, it happens. I mean, I used to be. I talk to you guys sometimes. I talk to people in the Facebook group, and I tell them, you know, sometimes I get lonely, and sometimes I do get lonely. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Sometimes loneliness is one of those things that happen, but What I'm going to focus on tomorrow, today's laundry day, and then tomorrow I'm going to focus on getting my affairs in order in this apartment. And I think that will boost my confidence the next time I meet a girl and they say, can we have coffee at your place? Or, well, do you want to watch Netflix at your place? Then I'll probably be much more happier with them coming over for a little while. I think it'll be great. However, I get your point, Costas. I get your point, and thank you for asking. You make a good point. MetTech says like. Yes, if you're in the room, please hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up button. If you enjoy this content, we're going for 100 likes today. 100 likes. That's what we're going for. Biggest goal I've ever set in terms of likes. We go for $100 every weekend via PayPal, but likes on the channel, they don't cost anything, and I want to see if we can get to 100. Let's see. Friend X Rising, what's up, homie? Hello from Texas. Hello to you, sir. Met Texas, are you a bouncer? He must be talking to the guy above. Alan, what's up, man? He said, did you get a chance to see that website on Tantric Massage I posted? Did you get to see the video that I put in the members only area that you can go watch? That is directly related to that. If not, you need to go watch that after the live chat. Go to the community tab on my channel, and you'll be able to see the video under members only. It's it's an interesting video. Who is a bouncer? I think he was talking about the guy, two guys above your comment, Doorman, I believe, the guy from Texas. Gordon, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Met Texas, you, a doorman, can also be known as a bouncer. That's true. That's an accurate statement. Says hello. Robert's got the PayPal link up there for channel contributions. Andrew, good. Hello, and Gordon saying hi to Jose. Doorman, I don't need therapy. I just need Thailand. I understand, man, and that's why I'm not going. I have no desire to leave Thailand. I have no desire to leave Thailand. None. I have no desire to return to the States right now. And I'm going to talk more about this as more people come in. What's up, Cody? Good to see you, brother. Are you experienced? What's up, man? I didn't see you at all last weekend. Good day, man. And I hope you are doing very well, my friend. MetTech says, honest question. I meant no offense. You didn't offend me. Doorman says, hey, Matt, I was at one time TY. My name is Todd, and doorman because I work part-time in a rock club kitchen. I hear you, man. What's the topic, Jay? The topic is why are we not all going home, and why I have no desire to leave Thailand. That's the topic, and it's going to be a long, thorough explanation because I'm going to answer your questions one at a time, and all that stuff. Mr. Mitch says, hello, Don. Are you experienced? Oh, I was wondering. I was like, Don. Alan says, I just checked. It's not there. Brother, I assure you it's there. It's age restricted, so maybe people have watched it. Let me show you what it looks like. Real quick, let me show you what it looks like so you can be there and go check it out. This is what it looks like right there. Should find that video. And it is age restricted. So you have to go on there and hit yes, you're over 18. But you have to go into the community tab. And I promise you it's there because it has, let me see how many views it has real quick. It has 10 views. 10 views, which is not bad for having, I think we have like 22 channel members or something. So that's not bad at all. Okay, Robert Mack, what's up, man? Hit that like button for me if you can. We're going for 100 likes today. Good morning to you, sir, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Why are we not going home? Cody's question. Yes, why are we not going home? I'm going to get to all of that here shortly. And when I mean home, I mean back to the United States. That's what I mean. Costa says, I left Australia. Let's see. I left Australia for beautiful Greek island 20 years ago, and now back in Australia. Desires can change. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm just saying. I'm talking about today, at this moment, at this time. Cody says expats that don't have to. Yeah, expats that don't have to go home are probably not going to go home. I would imagine, because it's a much safer, much I like the environment much better right now in Thailand than I do just about anywhere else. They haven't put any kind of ridiculous restrictions on us as expats that live and work here. I think it's been one of the just awesomely well, best handled things that Thailand has done, and I am extremely proud that I was here, or extremely happy. I should grateful, really. It should be gratitude. I'm very grateful that I was here and not in my home country when everything happened. So MedTech says cool and thank you, Doris. I suspected there was a backstory. MOH is in the house. Haven't seen him in a while. Mike says I kind of like the way the leadership pronounces it. I'm a big fan of Inner Thailand. So am I. Cody says I can answer that. I'm sure you can. Hey, Stuck, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Just so you know, today we're going for 100 likes, which I don't think we'll get, but we're going to try to get 100 thumbs up. And of course, we always have our weekend PayPal stuff going on to $100. So, but I'm really interested to see how close we could get, because this live stream may go on for a while, and I normally the only time I do really long live streams, like 3 or 4 hour live streams, is when I'm with Mike, which will probably happen tomorrow. And I don't usually do them by myself, but I'm looking at the numbers here, and what I see is we're 19 minutes into this video, and we've already got 30 likes and 44 people watching. So I'm thinking that some other people are live streaming, and hopefully when they're done with their live stream, some people will come over here and we can get a little bit of that energy going through there. But that's just to bring you up to speed there, Stuck in Florida. Wishful thinking. Could be. Are you experiencing it? Oh, he's saying, hey. Everybody's saying hello. Cody says, I got a challenge. If we get $100 and contributions for the travel fund, I will become a member. Cody, that's the most awesome challenge ever, dude. So Cody is like, let me explain this to you. I promise you, we're gonna examine the topic that I've talked about a lot. But let me explain to you the significance of what Cody just said. Cody is like he's a good friend of the channel and a good friend of mine. I consider him a good friend. Okay, but he has still not became a channel member. He's still not signed up to become a channel member, and he's been around this channel for, God, I don't know, 18 months or more. Like, I don't remember when he started coming around. So that's a that's a good challenge, man. That's a good challenge. I would love to have him as a Domorelife family member. So great challenge. We'll see if it happens, man. Keep plugging it, and hopefully we can get there, because I would love to see you come on as a channel member. That's awesome, man. Let's see here. Shark Week. I don't know what you mean by that. Our experience. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Let me get caught up to some context here. Cody says, if I were in Thailand and had all my visas in order plus my money, I would stay there and they would let me. They should. If everything was, if you had already been here. And our experiences, I guess you guys are laughing at leaders of a very big country pronunciation of Thailand a few days ago. LOL. I read something about it. I didn't hear it myself. Our experience. Mr. Mitch, great to see you. Gordon's Live says, I wouldn't go back to Canada if my life depended on it. And there you go. That's kind of the same mind frame I'm in right now about returning to the United States. I just don't think it's going to happen. And Mr. Doorman, and he put his full name up there, so I don't think I have a problem showing this. Mr. Doorman, thank you so much. Just got the PayPal started with $5. So we got 95 to go to make Cody a channel member. I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys freaking rock, man. Jose is talking to MOH and says, oh, time flies when you're having fun. That is so true, man. Ken, what's up? Good to see you. Cody says, every time I finish a beer, the GM of YouTube adds a rogue like. I like that too. Yes, Mike, I see how you were doing. Everybody's still saying, hey, good morning. Cody is also the only one that hasn't been in Thailand. Good point, MOH. Good point. Cody says, I'm really a member, but the mafia frowns on my social affiliations. That's funny. Robert Mack says, MOH, State of California. And Mr. Doorman says, I got it started with $5. Yes, you did get it started with $5, and I appreciate that very much. Our experience laughing out loud at Cody. Okay, I will also piggyback Cody's challenge and become a channel member too. Wow! 2 channel members. All we have to do is hit $100 today. That's like $5 for every person that's in here right now. That's not even, no, that's like $3 for every person that's in here right now, and we could hit $100. That would be awesome, man. Good stuff. But I like that. Are you experienced? I would love for you to become a channel member. That would be great. Let's see. Costa says, bro, the best place to go is Tristan da Cunha Island, the most remote island in the world, away from, we can't use that word, unfortunately. Sorry, man. But yes, it is away from what I heard. Thank you for throwing up PayPal. Are you experienced? Making way for people to contribute. We're going to call it channel fund now, instead of the travel fund. We're going to call it channel fund because there's all kinds of stuff that we can use that fund for, including travel. And like, I have to buy a new memory card for the camera because I tried to record the members only video in that 4K elongated cinematic thing, and my memory card was too slow, so I couldn't do it. MOH says, Cody in Texas, I'm just kidding, sir. I truly wish you will be able to make your dream come true soon. So do I, man. So do I, MOH. I hope he gets to come to Thailand soon. So much better than being in the West, in my opinion. Andrew says, just found out today I can retire at the end of the year. Planning on making the move there with my wife. Congratulations to Andrew. That's awesome, man. That's really awesome. In fact, that's some of the best news I've heard. Andrew... No, I just read Andrew. MedTech says home is where one's mind is most comfortable. Home need not be one place of origin. So I'm referring to, I agree with that statement, MedTech, but I'm referring, for the purposes of the video and the context that I'm going to talk about here shortly, is calling home the place of origin, or where you would go back to if you were not in the place you are right now, for example. Yes, that is awesome. Mr. Mitch says awesome to Andrew. That is super awesome, man. The end of the year is going to be here before you know it, dude. And that is going to be awesome. Cody says, MOH, I like what you did there. Actually, a good topic. How many here have been to Thailand? That's a good point. Hey, Steve, good to see you. Michael is congrats. And Are You Experienced says, so Thailand TAT released a statement last week that borders will not open in 2020. Unfortunately, sad emoji face. Clarification around that is that's not entirely true. That was a statement of opinion that was made. There is no set in stone fact, although I would think that there's a very good possibility that that won't happen. We talked in depth about the 5 islands. They're thinking about opening for travel, and even that's got a bunch of catches to it and stuff. Mr. Mitch says, I have numerous times, at least 20. First time I was 17. Longest stretch was 10 months. Woo! Everybody. Lots and lots of comments. Make sure all you guys have hit the thumbs up button. We're up to 27 minutes in. We got 37 likes. We want 100. Ty the Doorman has knocked down $5 on the PayPal, 95 to go, and the channel gets 2 members. We're looking good, guys. We're looking good. Gordon says, at Cody, wow, I thought you'd been many times. Yeah, if you talk to Cody, he's done his due diligence researching. You won't find out that he hasn't been here until you start talking about really specific things. So I would love for him to come over as far as I can. Hey Jose says, very depressing news. Yeah, it is. It's really depressing to me because I got a friend that I'm waiting to come back over here. And I'm excited about that, and they can't get back until everything happens. Robert says BRB sounds good. I know you'll be right back. Not a problem. Congrats, Andrew Jones says MOH. Let's cross fingers. Absolutely. MetTech says, I guess most of us have visited Thailand. Yeah, I would say most of us have. That's a fair assessment, MetTech. Our experience says many bars will not survive through the winter without tourism and high season. You're probably right about that. I think there's going to be, they tried to reopen a bunch of bars in a bunch of different places, and it just didn't seem to pan out, which is another reason why I'm going to stay here in Thailand, because eventually all the restrictions are going to be lifted here in Thailand. And when that happens, I want to be one of the first people on the ground that says, hey, I was here when, I was here when it started. I was here when it was finished. And I think that will give me a lot of clarity of things to come in the future. Why don't we all go home? Because most of us, and I'm speaking in general terms here, are extremely happy where we are. The cost of living is so much less here in Thailand. I have a job here in Thailand that I don't have to worry about. I have a job. I don't have to go like job searching or whatever. I have a job. No worries. Not that I can think of me losing that job. I have you guys on YouTube, and this is going to expand when the borders do start to open back up a little bit. This is going to expand into, first, we're going to travel Thailand. Okay. We're going to travel different parts of Thailand, and we're going to get that out of the way. Then we'll start worrying about other countries, unless it just happens to be, a special occasion and I have to go out of the country for some reason. That's going to happen because there is going to be a significant change in my life in the next, I would say, 6 to 9 months. Again, depending on border situation and all that stuff. So if you hadn't hit the like button yet, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're going for 100. We are going for 100 likes, and I think we can do it. You guys share the video as it's playing, get some people in here, and get some likes going on. Good, fair point, though. Are you experienced about the bars? Doorman says buy a newspaper. Cody says Gordon March had to cancel. Looks like November canceled too. Michael says been to the Philippines 3 times, but never Thailand. Good. I'm glad you've been to the Philippines 3 times, because when you come to Thailand, it'll change your perspective on the Philippines. And I say that as a person that lived in the Philippines for 9 months before I came to Thailand. If you ever want to explore Southeast Asia, make Thailand and Malaysia your last stops. Okay, because go explore the actual third world countries: Philippines, Cambodia, Laos. Vietnam's getting close to not being considered third world, but I would still go there. And maybe a few other, like Myanmar or Burma, whatever you want to call it. Go to those places and then come to Thailand. And then after you spend some time in Thailand, go somewhere like Malaysia that's really developed, that are no longer third world countries. I think you will find the experience much worthy. Holy Shizna! I don't even know if that's a word, by the way, YouTube. I'm sorry. Wow! I'm assuming you don't mind if I put this up there, do you? Let me scroll all the way down to the. I'm just going to put it up there. Because I don't think he'll care. Otherwise, he wouldn't send the note. So there's the other $95, and it is time for both of you to sign up. Alan, you are the freaking man, dude. You are absolutely the man. That is amazing. Todd, thank you for getting the $5 started, and Alan has just sent the other 95. We got 100. That was Cody's challenge. So Cody and Are You Experienced? I expect you guys to go right now down to the join section and join up as a member. There's only one tier level, and we'll see it pop up in the chat when you do that. He says, guys, sign up. That's what he says, guys, sign up. So evidently Alan has had some enjoyment being a channel member. Wow, Alan. Wow. That's amazing, man. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I cannot say thank you enough. That is a ton of money. And the channel greatly appreciates your contribution, I can assure you. And we're going to get some new members out of it. So that's awesome. Really, Alan, thank you, brother. That's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Can we hit 2 goals in one day? Is it possible? We hit, there's Are You Experienced. He just popped up as a member. Yeah! Are You Experienced is in. And can we hit 100 likes on this channel today? I'm very curious. If we hit $100 and 100 likes and 2 channel members sign up, that's probably one of the best days that Domorelife as a live streaming platform has ever had. And you guys are the people that are making it happen. It's just absolutely Incredible. 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 Okay. Alan, thank you again from the bottom of my heart, brother. Thank you so much. But let me move on to the context here and keep it going. Are you experienced? I'm glad you signed up finally, bro. I am so glad. Lots of good stuff already in the member section and much, much more to come. Okay, back to the comments. Again, Alan, my heart goes out to you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Michael says, been to, oh, wait. Cody says, Gordon March had to cancel. Oh, I read that. Michael in Oregon says, that's the comment I was talking about. Go to the Philippines, go try them out, and come to Thailand. Hey, Jose says, Cody in Texas, it's been a year since I left, was my first time too. Oh, man, that's terrible. Because after you come to Thailand and as a vacationer, you know, as a tourist, you don't want to spend too much time away from Thailand. So that's that. It gets kind of weird like that. Mr. Mitch says, I have never lived there, as in a permanent domicile. I assume he's talking about Thailand or the Philippines. I've had like a permanent, you know, where you pay the rent and the water, the electricity, and all that stuff, and have a motorbike, and I did all that in the Philippines. So I tell people I live there because I did. I had two apartments because I've moved twice. So I got to experience two different kinds of the Philippines too. Being in Cebu and then being in Nueva Vizcaya. Two completely different versions of the Philippines. Hoping for March 2021 now. Cody says, I think you'll be in there. You better go sign up to be a member, bro. Our experience says Gordon's live. I'm a Canadian too, from Ontario. I thought you wrote. I'm in. Never mind. I don't want to mess that up because it would sound real bad. Yes, that does suck, Gordon. For Cody, I agree. You will get there, Cody in Texas. Yes, he will. Car K, she's never yours. It's just your turn. Enjoy the ride while it lasts. I'm starting to agree with you more and more, Mr. Carl. Appreciate you, bro. Gordon says, are you experienced? My girlfriend is from Ontario. Ooh, that's right. I forgot you had a Canadian girlfriend. Cody says, bring a sack of pinto beans and sweet cornbread. I love you, man. We're going to meet up the day you get here and cook. Maybe not the day you get here, but we'll definitely meet up. MOH says it's time to convert desk research into field research at Cody in Texas. 100% agree. I know what you mean. Instead of doing all the research on YouTube and other platforms like that, we want to do research on the ground, boots on the ground, right? So that's pretty awesome. Very awesome, actually. And I appreciate that very, very much. Cody and Pattaya. That is gonna. I'm gonna have to. What do they call it when you have to send a parent out on a date with the couple for the first time? What do they call that? I can't remember. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Alan says, just sent you something to tell them to sign up. Yeah, I saw that, Alan, and that again, my heart goes out to you, bro. Cody, sign up, man. What are you waiting on? Alan just cleaned the clock for you to do that. MetTech says, even if I disagree with your mantra. Oh, he's talking to Carl. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what did I say? Cody says, I had 5K to do 2 weeks in March after yapping with bloggers for years. My first study, chaperone. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, thank you. Chaperone. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to have to chaperone Cody to Pattaya his first time. Thumbs up button if you hadn't already. If we're going for 100 likes today, I don't know if we'll get it, but we're looking good. 40 minutes in, 42 likes. I'm liking it so far, and we accomplished a big mission today, and waiting on Cody to take his butt over there and sign up. But Cody says, I had 5K to do 2 weeks in March after yapping with vloggers for years. My first study was Philippines, but had an epiphany after 2 years of that. I bet you did. I bet you did. Yeah, Alan really did that. I know I'm behind here. Farmer Joe is already doing that, traveling to Thailand. Yes, he is, Tim. And I guess he's fortunate enough not to have to work a 9-to-5 job because right now that's the only reason that I'm not traveling to Thailand. So again, why don't we go why don't we go home? Why don't we just all pack up and go home? Because it would make no sense. We would go back to the life that we left behind, and there's a reason why we left behind. So I always say to people, like, this is a project. Me moving to Thailand and the Philippines and all that stuff was a project. It's a travel as much of the world as you can before you die project. That's really what it amounts to. And it's taken a long time for me to do that. I've had to learn how to be extraordinarily patient. But when I think about quitting, giving up, and going home, all I have to do is remember why I started. That's why I am not going home during all this chaos, and I have no desire to leave Thailand. Let's see. Live my ass off says a lot of establishments here in Bangkok are open. I was surprised. Sing Sing Disco has been really happening even on Tuesday. Crazy. That is, a lot of establishments are open here in Bangkok. You're right, Mike. 100%. There are very, very few, very few establishments that are not open here. Cody says, then this thing happened and no go. Yeah, but this thing is going to go away eventually. Roger, thumbs up, numbnuts. Roger, we set the goal for 100, man. We set 100 likes. Okay, 100 likes. I don't know if you were out of the room or not because you said you'd be in and out. But Cody and Are You Experienced said they would become channel members if we made $100 on PayPal. So Todd was nice enough to contribute $5, and then Alan, God bless him, put 95 in the channel account. And Are You Experienced has signed up as a channel member, and I'm still waiting on Cody. Still waiting on Cody. I'll sign up now. Yes, sir. Tim says, big news, you getting married? Not the... who said big news? But I'm not getting married, no. Carl K, oh Lord, I hope JC, no. I'm not a big fan of marriage or the concept of it. MetTech says, ooh, I've not visited Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur Airport, notwithstanding. Yeah, I've been to, I think I told you guys my Malaysia story. It was basically just a visa run. There is a video on that on my trip to Malaysia, but there's just not a lot of content there. There's not a lot of stuff to show you other than I do a good hotel review while I was there. Very, very nice hotel. And you can tell that Malaysia is a little bit more developed country than even possibly Thailand. It was really nice country. Really, really nice. Our experience said, oh, wait, who did I miss? MOH says, I would add Indonesia to that. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about Indonesia, but I haven't been to Indonesia at all. So I'm only talking about places that I've been to or been through. But you make a good point, MOH. I can't disagree with that from what I know about Indonesia. Very good point. Our experience says I would go and want to go and will go to Vietnam in my next Thailand visit for a week plane there is less than $75. Yeah, it's cheap. Domestic travel is cheap, especially right now. Mr. Mitch says, awesome. Cody says, I'll be a member in 24 hours. 24 hours? Oh, I'm sitting on a pier. Well, it doesn't matter. You got your cell phone. You can still join. Doo-doo head. You can. All you got to do is just go to my channel on your cell phone. You have to leave the live chat for a second, but go to my channel on your cell phone and hit join or become member, whichever one it says. That's all you got to do. But I believe you will look for Cody's membership tag tomorrow tomorrow on the live stream with Mike. We will definitely do that. But thank you guys for making everything come true so far. We are 56 likes away from 100, and that would be awesome. And there's all your experiences. Welcome to the Domorelife fan club. Great places in Vietnam, Robert Mack says, and I tell you, I would love to go to Vietnam myself. That will most likely be the first country that I visit when I start visiting other countries. Carl says, wow, Alan, good job. Yes, that was absolutely amazing what Alan did, and I thank him so much for it. Stuck in Florida says, Alan Harris, thank you very much, sir. When you got my people thanking you, you know you're doing something right, man. And I say my people lovingly. Are you experienced? Thank you, Alan. Mr. Mitch, it will feel better when it stops hurting. I have never heard anybody else other than members of my family say that, Mr. Mitch. That is awesome, dude. I love that. It'll feel way better when it stops hurting. That's great. That's just fantastic. Thailand, correct. That's funny. Alan says, I hope Cody keeps his word. He will. He'll keep his word. Cody will keep his word. Because if not, we'll all see it. You know, the membership badges beside your name, he should have a green one tomorrow if his 24-hour thing is set, or if he can't figure out how to do it on cell phone. So if he doesn't have the green channel member beside his name tomorrow, then somebody will have to go put something in his beer or something. Or steal his beer. That would be even better. I'm kidding. So Mr. Mitch says, I stayed at the Diana Garden Resort, north end of Pattaya, in the long stay apartments. Had my own motorbike, paid utilities, but I traveled a lot from there. That sounds like a good place to stay, because ideally, that's what you would want anyway, is to stay kind of out of the main portion. Because once you get down to about soy 8, soy 7, somewhere like that, and you know what comes after 7. So once you get down past that area, it's going to be a bit just busy and noisy. And then if you go on Bacau, it's going to be busy, noisy, and anything in the LK Metro road, the 90-degree square there, it's going to be noisy and everything else. So if you're looking to be able to sleep peacefully, but yet enjoy Pattaya in such a way that you can do both, that's a great idea, Mr. Mitch. And you can walking street, all that stuff's down there, but you're on the other end because walking street's at the southern end. So good for you, man. Robert McInerney says, "Are you experienced? Okay, I'll be there ASAP. Open." I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, chaperone was the word I was looking for, guys. Cody says designated driver. Man, I don't know about that. Mad Max, what's up, dude? He says, hi, mate. I got special exemption. Come to Thailand. Yes. Good for you to see your family. I am so happy for you, man. I am so happy for you. So you can come see your family. That's awesome, dude. No, Not sure what MOH is talking about. Cody says he's on a pier fishing. Yes, congratulations to Mad Max. That's awesome to do it. Cody says I'll do it when I get back in the house. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Sorry, been a super busy week. Hey, it's all good, man. And that is incredible news that you're going to be able to come to Thailand. I don't blame you. Chaperone, man, I am way behind. Carl says I just gave you 44 likes. 44 likes. Hey, Carl, it's good to see you, buddy. And thank you for the 44th like. We now have 45. We're looking for 100, and don't think I'm not scared to continue with the live checks. I haven't even really hit the topic very hard today. We've just been kind of having fun and talking about the comment section stuff. I hadn't really jumped. We've been talking we're 50 minutes now, and I haven't even really hit the topic. So we'll have to do that at some point. Right now, we're just having fun. Gordon says at Cody in Texas, all seafood is creased and abundant here. I love seafood here. MOH says to Cody, they have giant catfish. Ooh, I love catfish. Cody says, when I get back to my CC, you ladies are going have to do a jig. I have no idea what he's talking about. Ryder says, great job, Alan, and whoever started it. Yes, Ryder. That was absolutely amazing. Cody says, not accepting my old password, homie. That's cool. I believe you, Cody. I believe you. Gordon says, Cody in Texas, I've been doing a lot of fishing on RDR2. You guys must be talking in code. I'm not sure what that is. Alan says, looking forward to meeting you next year. I have leased a condo in Central Pattaya for next August 2021 beachfront. Buddy, I will definitely be, as long as nothing changes, I can assure you I'll be in that area during that time. So we will definitely meet up, and I definitely look forward to meeting you as well. MOH says both physically as well as mentally, Mr. Mitch. Eric, what's up, Eric? DOD, you take train to Malaysia or fly? Oh, did I take the train or the flight? No, I flew to Malaysia. I flew to Kuala Lumpur. And it was a decent little flight, no big deal. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link there, Robert. Even though we hit the goal, I guess we could always go over. That's fine. We've done that plenty of times. But right now, I'm needing 55 more likes on the channel. That's what we need. Okay. MOH says, okay. Mr. Mitch says, walking distance from the bus stop, has its own driving range, pool, nice place. Wow, man. If you don't mind telling me, could you tell me how much you got that for a month for? I would be very interested in knowing. There's actually a general interest in me knowing. Cody says, I'll figure it out. Be cool or you'll get a wedgie, boys. We'll be cool, Cody. We'll be cool. Okay, so why is everybody not leaving? Without getting into really specific, because if we get real specific, he paid 8,000 baht a month. That's all? Jeez, man. Wow. I pay 8,000. Mr. Mitch, you pay 8,000 baht a month? I pay 9 just to live here. Alan says 70,000 baht. Alan, what are you talking about? What's 70,000 baht? I don't know what that means. Mr. Mitch says they built a new wing and their rates went up to 12,000 now. Oh, okay. But still, 12,000? That's not bad. For where you're at, that's not bad at all, dude. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, more news on that later. Anyway, I personally don't want to put myself back into a situation that I know I'm going to have more anxiety, more, um, I could have more depression. I don't want to be at that level. And that's why I'm not going back to the United States. That's why I feel safe here in Thailand. And that's why I feel um, so much more comfortable here in Thailand. It's simply because here I already know what's expected of me at my job, at immigration, and as a visiting immigrant or expat from another country. I know what is expected of me. I've been here over 2 years. I understand what's expected. Doesn't make me um, doesn't make me an expert by any means or in any form or fashion. Just simply means that I know enough to not go home. And I have seen some people go home. In fact, one of the expats that I have communicated with recently, I actually just saw that he left and went back home. I have no idea. I haven't even talked to him and asked him why he went back home. Um, but I think it's because he was in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. And he was extraordinarily tired of all the extensive quarantining. Oh, I just said that word. God, I can't believe I just said that word. I was just kidding, you two. But he was extremely tired of being in that um, place and not being able to move. It was driving him crazy, and he successfully went back to the States. And I just hope that, for his sake, it would be the right move. I hope that it doesn't take a mental or an emotional toll on him. That would be my worst fear. Um, let's see here. Okay. Oh, Alan says for his 2 bedroom condo. Gotcha. 70,000 baht a month. Woo. That's expensive, man. But that must be nice. That must be real nice. Good for you, Alan. Just to be able to afford something like that. That's amazing. Mr. Mitch said, oh, I read that. He said it was perfect for me. MedTech says my brother pays 4,500 in Bangkok rent plus utility. Really? Wow. That's even cheaper than the my first apartment in Bangkok. It was only 6,000 baht, but it was plus uh, utilities. That's amazing. And it was a 1 bedroom with a full kitchen. 6,000 baht, pretty good deal. Yeah, that is very nice. I hope somebody answers Mike's question there. Whereabouts that is, that would be very interesting. MedTech says I paid 3,500, but that was 10 years ago. Yeah, I imagine prices have gone up quite a bit. It depends on where you are. You can still find 3,500 baht places to live in Bangkok, but I'm just not sure that they would be the places that you would want to live. You know what I mean? Are you experienced with that new channel member sign up there beside his name says, if I were you, I would stay too. When winter comes and flu season, possibly this will get worse. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, definitely. I see what you're talking about now. Absolutely 100% staying here, have no plans to do anything different. Cannot imagine a good enough reason to go home other than the death of a family member or something like that. It's just too nice and peaceful over here, to be honest with you. Alan says that was the monthly rental. Yeah, that's 17,000 about a month, man. That's woo. That's a lot of money. But hey, I bet you were living nice. I bet you were living nice. Gordon says awesome deals for rent on the outskirts of Bangkok. Yes, and that's where I was on my first apartment was in how do you say Northbury? Northbury. But I was on a MRT stop and I got anywhere I wanted to. It took a little while, but I wasn't working while I was living there, so it was pretty cool. Eric says, "Hello, Mr. Mitch. Which place had that driving range?" Eric's a golfer. Roger says 58 Thailand, 170,000 US. That's a wrap. Exactly, buddy. Exactly. Good way to keep it under code there. Good, very good, very good. And I agree, 100%. Thumbs up if you're new or just coming in the group in here. Thumbs up if you like the content. We're going to try to get 100 likes today. Right now we have 47. And I would just be so happy if we got 100 likes today. It would just make my Saturday. It would make me having to do laundry so much more enjoyable. Richard, it is good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Cyphers. MetTech says I stayed at DD Court, Petchbury, Soy 5. I have no idea where that is. Somebody would have to show me that on the map. Yeah, Thailand. Mr. Mitch says Diana Garden Resort at Eric. He's talking to Eric. Pretty cool, man. Mr. Mitch says part of the Diana group, they also had a free shuttle right to the Diana Garden Inn near the Lek Hotel. Easy peasy. When my plans were to drink, I caught the shuttle. That's good, man. Like Vegas, only better. I've heard that before for sure. We can't answer that question, Eric. What's 170,000 in the U.S.? Just think about that. Think. We can't answer that question because it goes against. We don't want to break down YouTube here. Very good description there, Roger. I scrolled down. Sorry, Eric. Harlan says, now you got 48. I do have 40. We got 48 likes. 48 likes. Going for 100. We're only an hour in and we got 48. We can do it, man. We can do it. I'm telling you, we can do it. Mr. Mitch says the majority of the apartments I've been researching are right at 4,000 a month throughout Thailand. I use that number as a budget. When my feet hit the ground, I will find something not listed. That is a very, very good idea. And you know what, Mr. Mitch? That was kind of what very similar to what I did when I came to Thailand, is because I came from the Philippines. So I had rented a Airbnb for a week in Thailand. And what I did was just the day after I landed, I got some sleep. And the next day I got up and just foot soldiered it. And get off at the MRT station somewhere and look around. Finally got off at the MRT station. I had no idea where I was in Bangkok, but I finally got off at an MRT station and I found this condo. Who's now changed? They've changed the name. I don't even know if it exists anymore. But that's where I found that 6,000 baht a month with one bedroom, and I was like, dude, 6,000 baht a month. That's like $200. Like, where can you find that? And that's another reason. Oh, we got 53 likes now. Keep going, guys. I love it. That's another reason why I don't have any kind of interest at all in going home right now, is because without a place to go to and live, which I don't have, what am I going to do when I get off the plane? Go to an Airbnb and spend money that, I won't have a job except YouTube. And this is certainly not going to fund a life in the United States, for sure. Let's see. Mr. Doorman, Eric in Virginia, 5.25 million baht, plus or minus. Wow. MedTech says my brother lives off of Sharon Santawan Road, Bangkok, Yai District. Did I say that right? Sharon Santawag? I don't know. Bangkok District. Cool. And then he got a pretty good deal. I guess that's outside. I think I know where Sharon Santawan Road is. That's out. That's out the western side. In fact, that's probably not too awfully far from where I am. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on where. I don't live in Bangkok, though. He must be in a different sub district or something. Roger says somewhere around the number. Yeah, that was for Eric. MetTech said I could stay in a slum with a fan and a mosquito net. I'm just not one of those people, man, but I'm glad you are. Mr. Met says we all have resources already on the ground. MetTech has his brother. Robert Mack lives in Vietnam. We have you, Mike, and so many other great resources. That's so true, Mr. Mitch. And it is so nice to have those kind of resources. It's so nice for me to have all of you as a resource because I've met so many people on here that have given me not only ideas for videos, but have helped me navigate my life in Thailand. And I am super grateful for that. I'm just super grateful for that. I can't express it enough. I really can't. But you make a good point, and I love the thumbs up. So if you're just getting in here, hit that thumbs up for me. I would be super grateful. Yes, Western Bangkok, MetTech says. Cool, man. James Apple says, trust me, the way things are going here in the USA, I would switch places with you in a heartbeat. And I believe that, James. I believe that, which is one reason why I have no desire to return right now. I'm from the Charlotte area, Eric, in North Carolina. And while I love the area, and I certainly love the people, I definitely just don't see myself returning to the USA until conditions improve in the country. Overall, it would just be a mess. Certainly not going to be the country that I remember when I left. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a proud American. I'm proud of my country. I'm proud to be born as an American citizen. I am disappointed in the way overall the entire country is behaving at the moment. But I'm not disappointed with my life in Thailand. And that's why I have no desire to leave Thailand. Mr. Mitch says, no matter how many times, his comment went right off the screen, no matter how many times I've been to Thailand or anywhere for that matter, there's always something new to learn and everything is fluid, always changing. Always. Anytime you move or you go anywhere, even here, I can guarantee you guys that the visa rules and the start dates for some of these programs and when they're going to let retirement. By the way, Integrity Legal just released a video talking about does Thailand want retirees back in Thailand. It's a great video. Go watch it after this live stream. It's only a couple minutes long. I think you will appreciate it very much. And if you have a retirement visa and you can't currently get back in, they're not looking to keep you out. It's just that your number hasn't been called yet, so to speak. But you are 100% correct in that comment, Mr. Mitch. 100% correct. I think that is absolutely true, because everything is fluid. Everything is fluid. That's why I don't mind changing my mind on things. That's why I don't mind pivoting around things and that kind of thing. Property Club. Hey, mate, good to see you here. I just released a vlog about developers in Bangkok discounting on condos. One is offering up to 40% promo discount near BTS. Okay. So cool. I don't think anybody. I'm certainly not going to be interested in anything like that. It's going to be too much money. Robert says, I regret coming to California on February the 10th for a month and a half. I should have never left. I've heard that story so many times, man, about I should have never left Thailand. I should have never left Thailand. But the actual truth of the matter is, if you have a retirement visa, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever just gave one. We're trying to get to 100. We're slowing down a little bit. We're trying to get to 100, but we got 56. That's more than we usually get at the 50. So how many do we have left to go? 40. Oh, there's 59. So we got about 41 left to go. We can do that. We can do 41. 41 with 100 likes. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And it's because you guys are awesome. Let's see. I think I missed something. Hang on. Let me go back up. Eric says, and do you still have family in the States? Yes, I do, Eric. Robert says there's places in Saigon which are a little higher than outskirts of town. That makes sense. And Mr. Mitch says, I just want to know if at Cody in Texas has caught anything yet. That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Maybe he's still listening. I'm not sure. It's pretty dark over there, but that's the best time to catfish, of course. Property Club says, double thumbs up. Thank you very much. And there's 61. Looking for 100. 61. I love it, man. Robert says, I regret coming to California on February 10th I just read that. Sorry, Robert. I regret that that happened to you as well, because yeah, I understand completely. Where was I? There. So Matt Tech says, I'm super grateful that I met my bro in 2012. He's Nepalese. Works as a teacher in Bangkok. We're brothers by mutual agreement, and meeting him is one of the highlights of my life. That's awesome, man. That's a good story, Matt Tech. Very, very good story. Very good story. Nepalese. That's a culture I don't often hear called, but I'm Nepal, obviously. Very interesting, Matt Tech. I like that. Mr. Mitch says, I feel for you, Robert McInerney. Yeah, me too, man. Eric says, I am really thinking of Thailand after my parents passed. I don't even want to imagine what it would be like for your parents to pass, but certainly as a retirement option, Thailand provides, especially if you're sitting on a good amount of wealth, or you have a good retirement plan package, whatever you want to call it, then you should be good to go. And there's a lot to do and see over here in Thailand. I've just barely broken the ice myself. Doorman says, but the call is coming soon, JC. Which call? Be specific, man. I didn't catch that one. Eric in Virginia says, name that video again regarding retirement. It's the last video released by Integrity Legal, integrity-legal.com. And you will see Benjamin Hart, and he will tell you about retirement. Joseph, what's up, man? Good to see you. My friend, my new friend, a new family member. and do more life. Well, he's not that new, but Joseph, it's good to see you in the house, man, and thank you for coming by. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me as we are striving for 100 likes today. 100 likes. Do you think we can do it? I don't know. I'm gonna see. I got a channel with 27,000 subscribers, almost 28, and we should be able to get 100 likes. that's what I keep telling myself. We should be able to get 100 likes. Robert Mack says, my wife and I have relatives and friends call us every few days. They are worried about us being here. You're back in the States, and I can't say that I blame them. I talk to my family just about every day just to make sure everything's okay. But the situation that you're probably in is under is probably more just, people acting crazy, and that's what it is. People acting crazy. And I feel for you for that, because it could be dangerous, and eventually you could suffer some type of consequence from that, and I hope that never happens to you. I really, really do. Mr. Mitch says, BRB gentlemen. Yes, sir, no problem. Property Club says, yes, Bangkok condo prices have become overvalued over the years. I'm inclined to agree with you, even though I've only been here 2. Haven't seen a lot. Everybody's saying hey to Mr. Joseph, and I appreciate him being here again. Property Club, did you say that you're not living in Bangkok anymore? What city are you in these days? Pattaya. I am currently living in Bangkok. I've never lived in Pattaya. I spent a lot of time in Pattaya, but I've lived in Rayong, and I've lived in Bangkok. Those are the 2 cities that I have lived in and called home since I've been in Thailand. You guys are going to have you guys come over from Mike's channel. Like Joseph has got the thumbs up, thumbs down, and this thing. You're going to have to. Mike's going to have to give me an explanation of this, or somebody is, because I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what that means. I guess I got 9 thumbs down. That's okay. If we get 100, thumbs up, then the thumbs down is just trolls. I thought of a saying the other day. I just thought it was funny. It was, snitches get stitches. What if trolls got holes? That would be a good one, right? I like the way that sounds. I just like the way it sounds. No intent behind it. I just think it's funny. Our experience says Jeremy sounds like an auctioneer. LOL 61 looking for 100. Do I hear? I'm going for it, man. You got to put the one thing I've learned about YouTube, and this is one thing I love about you guys bearing with me on this stuff. As we're up to 64 now. Keep it coming, guys. You're looking great. You guys make this stuff happen, but I've learned that if you want, if there's a goal that your channel needs to hit, there are people that come to this channel every time I have a live stream, or just about every time. There are people who comment on just about every video. I have a solid base on here, and people will help the channel because they enjoy it. And so why not ask for what you're looking for? I mean, we were talking today. I didn't put out my weekend goal is $100 for PayPal every weekend for the channel, and that includes travel and equipment, everything. But I wasn't so much like digging into that today. That just happened, right? That just happened because Cody said if Jeremy makes $100 today on PayPal, then I will become a channel member. And then Are You Experienced agreed with him. So I didn't have nothing to do with the push for that. But I still think it's just a combination of having great subscribers and channel members on this channel whom I dearly respect. I really do. MOH says, I guess Cody is being catfished. He probably could be. That's definitely a possibility, MOH. He's got a next door neighbor that likes to visit every once in a while. Carcase said, why doesn't MetTech have a wrench yet? That's a fair question, but I have moderators in here that I don't like to overload with moderators because it makes the channel look weird when you have a lot of blue wrenches and then you got channel members and all that stuff in here. If MetTech has an interest in becoming a moderator, he can let me know, and we'll have a chat. Because I don't just throw out wrenches to anybody. It gives them certain accesses to my channel, so I have to be careful. Not that I'm worried about MetTech. Good question. Brandon says, JC, what's going on? I'm hearing March 2021 for tourists. Say it ain't so. Hope you've been doing good, bro. I've been doing very good. Thank you, Brandon. I can't say that March 21 you'll still be here, or that you'll have a chance to come by March 21. I also can't say that you won't have a chance to come by December 2020. These things, as was pointed out earlier, are fluid, especially when it comes to Thai immigration, Thai government, that kind of thing, making these provisions and that kind of thing. They're going to do, let me make this absolutely clear. They're going to do whatever keeps the Thai, whatever is in the best interest of the people in Thailand. They're going to do that first and foremost. After that, then they'll worry about the economy and bringing tourists back in and that kind of thing. So, I hope you're able to get here by March 2021, Brandon. I really do. If not, that could be rough. The call to go to Thailand. Doorman says the call to go to Thailand. Is that what I'm making? Robert says live stream till you get 100. I might. We're at 64. We're still moving up. We're trying to get those likes up. And I definitely am having fun in the conversation here. We're taking intermittent breaks to discuss the topic that was given, and I think that we've covered enough of it. It's not a real big thing. My desire to stay here in Thailand comes down to cost of living. I already have a job. I already have wonderful health insurance. I have a doctor. I have an apartment that's under contract. I have so many good things here. Why would I want to go back? Michael says the milk in the Thailand taste different from the milk in the Philippines? That's a good question. I don't remember, to tell you the truth, Michael. I don't remember. I really don't. Joseph says he gave the thumbs up. I will be there in March, going to Pattaya, going to combat group. I'm not familiar with that at all. Interesting. Eric says, got me a Domorelife coffee mug. Everyone should buy one tonight. Did you really, Eric? That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Maybe I can get Robert to throw up the Teespring link. I got masks in there, guys. I got Domorelife merchandise. I got shirts. I got socks. I got hoodies. I got pants. All kinds of stuff in there. So maybe Robert or Jesus Christ, I just left my brain. Roger or Robert can throw up that Teespring link, and you guys can go check out the Teespring store. If you want masks, there's plenty in there. That's for sure. But thanks, Eric. I appreciate that very, very much. Any profit that's made, which is not very much, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't jack up prices on Teespring stuff. But everyone should go buy one tonight. I hear you, bud. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Doorman says the 60 million is when there is 60 people watch. There is 6 million Filipinos to every one that is. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot. That's right. I had heard that. Thank you. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that very much. Property Club says, after living in Thailand, which is the best place for expats, foreigner moving to Thailand with kids? Which city do you think is most family friendly? Um, Definitely. You know, if you're coming over family friendly kind of stuff, Rayong is a good city. Rayong is a good place. Bonchang, which is right there near that area, that's a good city. I think that's still in the Rayong province. I think that I think that there are certain parts of Bangkok that would also be good for um, for families to live in and around. You don't have to necessarily be in the city of Bangkok. You can be like skirting around the outskirts a little bit and pick a place there. That would be awesome. If you're just checking into the live stream, hit that thumbs up button because we're going for 100. Let's see here. Hang on a second. I missed that. Joe was explaining something to me. Okay, so Joe says this, thus the 60 million. Gotcha. That's awesome, man. Cody says it's out. See y'all tomorrow. Live stream tomorrow. I'll have a challenge for MOH. That sounds good. Just make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up, Cody. I love you, bro. Thank you. Eric, where was I at? Eric says, so when you teach in Thailand, what kind of schedule you have to keep? How many months on and how many months off? How many holidays? The number of holidays depends on schools. Months on, months off. Also depends on the type of school, whether you're teaching public or private. And the daily schedule is usually going to be 7:30 to 4:30 or 8 to 5 or something like that. 8 to 4 in some cases. There are some schools that teach 8 to 2, and then you have like prep time afterwards, but that would be at an international school, most likely, or a language, like a high class language center for corporate Thai lessons. Sorry, guys. That was my earbud. Got to have my earbud. And let me get another Coca-Cola while I'm over here because this one is empty. All right, and I'll get back to the comments. So we are stuck at 63 likes right now. We need 37 more. We can get 37 more. I know we can. Harled says, hit the subscribe and tick the bell 27.7 thousand times. I hear you, man. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, definitely hit the bell. That's for sure. If you want to continue to get content from the channel. Our experience says, I have tentative plans for March and will cry if it doesn't happen. I hope you're not crying, brother. I hope you are not crying. I really do. Roy Gold is in the house, and he said, oh, he's talking to Property Club, says Hua Hin. Oh, yeah, Hua Hin is also a good place. I'm not so sure that I agree with John Tien for families, but that for several reasons, but definitely Hua Hin would be a laid back atmosphere. A lot of expats over there, though. A lot of expats in Hua Hin. And if that's okay with you, then that's cool. But it's gonna be kind of like living in a neighborhood in like the U.S. Like everybody's gonna know your business and all that stuff is so. But if you want to live in a town that's got a nice beach, it's got some great food. I did 5 videos on Hua Hin in June. When I took a trip there, like back in March or something, right before all the provinces were shut down. and I took a trip there, and you are more than welcome to check out the Wahan videos on the channel. So, MetTech says, I may not be the best person to be anyone's moderator, Carl, but appreciate your kindness. I have a problem with religion, and that explosive hatred has gotten me into occasional confrontation. Well, that's exactly. We try to keep religion free on here, so I would say that probably best that you don't have a wrench at this point, MedTech. But you're an integral part of the Domorelife family and what we do here. So it's not like we respect you any less, or not, certainly not for me. Property Club says, yes, I like Pattaya Jantian. Also, Pattaya, to raise a family, you definitely got to be in the right spot there. I think that's a little too close to unnecessary sights and sounds to raise a family. It's just my opinion. Jantian, maybe, but nah, I don't think I would go Pattaya on raising a family. Mike Rainman says, no, definitely not finished. Definitely not finished. I can tell you, if you were a channel member, you would know exactly what I meant because they're not finished. I did a video concerning some of that stuff when did I do that? Wednesday. I shot that video and recorded it. So yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff being finished, Mike. 64 likes, 64. We're getting there one at a time. Roy says milk's about the same in my opinion. Oh, the taste of milk probably is. And I just simply don't remember it. Thank you for putting up the Teespring link, Robert. If you guys want merchandise, right there is the Teespring link Robert has put up, and all the merch is in there, or you can just go in and look around if you want to. Property Club says, I hope not, Mike. Yeah, no. Our experience says chocolate milk in Thailand. It's awesome. I can't remember drinking white milk. I can tell you this. You can drink, I would say that they taste different, but they're different kinds of things. So like you come in to Thailand and there's the white milk, right? But you can get this grass-fed whole milk, like grass-fed whole milk, or completely organic. It's the best milk I've ever drank in my life. I can tell you that. You can get that in Thailand for sure. For sure. And MOH says, I'm looking forward to it, Cody. Okay, he's talking to Cody. We got Joseph laughing about something. Property Club says, Rayon, yeah, still need to check it out. It won't take long to check it out. I'm not a big fan of Rayon personally, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, okay? Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it at all, but it's just not my cup of tea. Our experience says family friendly. Any of the islands, Koh Samui, Koh Chang, haven't been to those yet. See, I got to get there, guys. Got to get there. But I'll take your word for it. Our experience. Property Club says, yes, agree with Koh Samui. Do you have a steady Thai girlfriend or still loving being single and playing the field? I do not have a steady Thai girlfriend. I guess you could say I'm playing the field a little bit. There's no real motivation right now for me to. I need that to fall into my lap. I don't need to. I don't have the time to go out and look for it. That kind of thing. Doorman, you're out. Oh man. All right, Todd. Thank you so much for everything, brother. And yeah, hopefully we'll all be able to meet up soon for sure. And I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow on the chat with Mike. So thank you very much, sir. And I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you coming on and appreciate your contribution too, man. So have a good one and enjoy your day or night wherever you. Can't remember where you are, but enjoy and be safe, brother. Wahana is expensive. MOH says, I agree, it is expensive. Our experience says Cham is awesome. Cham is a pretty cool little town. It's very close to Wahana. It has the beach and family-friendly vibe with a small nightlife and cheap accommodations. All that's true because we went through Cham on our way to Wahana. We stopped and checked out some hotels, and we checked out some nightlife, not nightlife. Checked out the beach. I've recorded a video on that. I need to put that video out. But I recorded a video on that on the beach. And sorry guys, got to catch one email here. I recorded a video of that on the beach, and I will have that out at some point in time in my life, I promise. Property Club says Pratumak is a nice spot in Pattaya. Why have I never heard of that? I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see here. Roy says, yeah, Cham is okay, but very quiet. Yes, it is. Very quiet. Definitely catch Doorman next time. Brian Fung. Do you use local banks in Thailand or just keep using your US bank account? Well, I use both. I have a US bank and I have banks here in Thailand. You can transfer money from, you have to open up an account with Bangkok Bank because they have a branch in New York. So it has an actual US routing number. You can transfer money over here. Not a problem. Or you can use PayPal to transfer, TransferWise, all kinds of stuff. So that's a good question though, Brian. And if it was worth an answer, thumbs up. MOH says, indeed, Pattaya, not number one family. Pattaya, not number one family-friendly place. I would opt out for Sriracha, Bangsan, or Chonburi. I can't say that I disagree with that. That's a pretty logical statement. Mike Rayman says, stay safe, gents. Okay, Mike, we'll see you, buddy. Brian says, by the way, I commented on a video earlier. There are a lot of rumors of Koh Tao being among the backpacking community. If you have any stories or experience, please do share. I have never heard that before, Brian. Never heard that before, and I'm going to remove it just because of some of the words used in there. No disrespect to you in any way, form, or fashion. But I'm just going to remove that comment so YouTube doesn't have to see it. But I've never seen that before or heard that. Maybe somebody else has some insight. Joseph says, Domorelife, please be safe and be good. Have to go to the gym. Okay, Joseph, thank you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here, brother. Take care, and we will catch you on the next one. We are up to 66 likes. 66. We need 33, right? 33. No. We need 33. We need 33 more likes. And Michael says 66 likes. I know this is actually the most likes. Now we got 67. This is the most likes any video has ever gotten in this amount of time, an hour and a half, basically, with the exception of my one video that went viral. Gordon says, oh, Gordon must have made a boo-boo. MedTech says, years ago, hooked up with a round girl via online. I can still remember her underwear on the hotel room floor. I didn't think girls did that. I bolted first thing in the morning. I'm going to remove that, MedTech. No disrespect, but I understand. I understand. It's one of those things that happens, man. But this, again, This is why I'm staying in Thailand, for all the fun stuff. Because if I went back to America, I would know what it meant. You are not only removing this comment, you are blocked forever because I know who you are, internet monster. Our experience says I rented a condo in Cham for $1,000 a night. That's not bad. That's not bad. MetTech said, 34. What are you guys talking about? Just no. I don't know. You guys must have something going on yourself there, MetTech in Florida. I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. Roy says, I use TransferWise. They give you the best exchange rate and the cheapest to use. They have an ATM card too. Cool. I've heard TransferWise is a really good way, and I actually don't use TransferWise, which is odd. But I might. Stuck in Florida says now 33. Oh, we're talking about likes to go. Yeah, we need 34. Somebody unlike the like. Our experience says I agree, Roy. Mike, I cannot pronounce your last name. So hello, good to see you. Thanks for coming in the chat. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Robert says likes left. Yep. I call it takes me a little bit to catch up to these things. I'm slow in my old age. Our experience says it's about 3.34 to send up to 3,000 baht with TransferWise. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good, man. Property clubs. Somebody say yes. They said that. Now we're gonna chop that out just because I'm gonna chop yours out too. Property club. No disrespect. I just don't. It's just let's stay a word from that. Word Remit, is that Michael in Oregon says I use Word Remit too. Very interesting. Use Word Remit. We have 69 likes. We need 31 more. That is awesome. Awesome. Going for 100 likes today because 100 likes and my laundry day will go by faster than it normally would, and I will feel so much better about myself. Yeah, there are nice hotels and restaurants in that area. You're right, MetTech. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, I got you. I would, our experience says I sent my girlfriend money every 2 weeks for food. So you're sending her money now every 2 weeks for food. Cool. I mean, but you got like a real thing going on. Like we see you on Facebook together and all the videos and that kind of thing. So he says, so TransferWise is cheap and easy and takes 8 hours for money to arrive. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Wow, that's pretty cool. The thing you understand about time, this is another reason why I'm not going back to America. Hey, Ashley, thank you so much thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'll read your comment in just a second. Scott, yes, I made the video the same day that I told you I would, and I uploaded it that day. I uploaded it that day. That was Wednesday, or Wednesday for me. So it is there. And if you become a channel member, you can see it. It's a members only video. Ashley says, and I hadn't seen Ashley in a while, so thank you for coming by, Ashley. Most YouTubers I watch about life in Thailand are men. Any advice you'd maybe give to a girl thinking about making the jump? Is it safe? That's a good question. I would say absolutely. And the reason I say that is because one of my best friends is a girl, and she um, travels various nations. She's been all over the place. And Thailand is one of those countries that I agree with MetTech, probably safer than wherever you are now. Thailand is a very, very safe country. Um, there are only a few parts of Thailand where um, you would have to worry about, any type of crime or that kind of thing. And the other thing is, it's cheap. It's inexpensive, and what you pay for is worth the cost. It's a good idea to move to Thailand. They had the culture experience is one of many that I'll never forget. If you're making the jump from, I guess it would depend on where you were at exactly, Ashley. But if you were to um, make the jump from like, um, let's say a Western country, you would be much better off financially and um, probably be able to meet a lot of people quickly. For some women, or excuse me, for some reason in this environment, women who are expats tend to flourish more than guys, and that's just been my experience. And when I say flourish, I mean just like everything kind of works better for them. That's just been my experience over 2 years. So I hope that answered your question. Very good question. 69 likes, 31 to go. Matt Tech says probably safer. Yep, I read that. And Stuck in Florida says if our experience says it's cheap, it's cheap. That's so true. MO8 says 100% safe. Ashley C. I would agree with that. Again, up just few parts of the country that are not quite safe, but we wouldn't let you go there, Ashley, if you ask us. Our experience says I would say Thailand is very safe for ladies, and there is tourist police if you get in any trouble. That's very true. Very good point. Roger says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Is it just getting dark, or I'm not sure what that means. Our experience says, "LOL." It's so true. Stuck. Ashley says, "Oh, she's been here several times, but was always with others. Like the idea of some solo travel or working there remotely. It's possible. It's possible. It's definitely possible. You got to wait until everything opens back up, of course, but it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. And I would encourage you to look into it in terms of doing some solo travel here. And if you can work remotely, which is another thing, another hot item on my ticket list of goals that I should do with my life. If you can work remotely, then you'll be able to travel and see some really, really nice things. Thai girl, MedTech said Thai girls would love to be your friend. That's absolutely true. Thai women seem to make friends with foreign women, especially Western women, very fast, very fast. So it's pretty cool. Scott says, "Do more. Where is your favorite private city that you visited so far?" Look, man, I like Bangkok and Pattaya are equally my favorite cities because I like one for one reason and one for the other. And the reason I'm all about Pattaya is not about the nightlife or the women or all that stuff. Sure, that's nice, but that's not the thing. I have a lot of friends there, and I'm comfortable there. Here in Bangkok, this is a good place if you need anything done administratively in terms of visa or anything to do with your stay in Thailand. You can find it here in Bangkok. The malls, the transportation's here, all that stuff. So I have to say between Bangkok and Pattaya. Stuck says I had to reload it. Showed the live stream ended. I hope not. Oh, Roger says reloaded. Okay. Gordon's Live says at Ashley C. This is Gordon's Live girlfriend. I've lived here for 6 years. I have traveled alone everywhere here and have a female unique experience. If you need info, that is very. Thank you, Gordon's girlfriend. Thank you very much for helping Ashley out there. And Ashley says thanks. Our experience says one of my best friends is a Thai lady who works remotely on her laptop and travels all over solo. Yes, she is Thai, but I assume Western women have the same experience. Yeah, I would think so. Thanks for sharing that, our experience. That's good info, man. Scott says, do you know the vlogger Running Man? He lives in Bangkok also. I do not know him. I'm sorry. Roger says, common sense goes a long way. Ashley, yep, it definitely does. I agree. Roy says, I would say all the Southeast Asian countries are just as safe each other from women, in my opinion. Sorry, Roy, I'm going to disagree with you there, buddy. It was definitely not. I'm 70 likes. I'm only showing 69. Oh, we need some likes. We need some likes. We're going to get to 100, guys. We're not even at 2 hours yet. We're going to get to 100. I would say the Philippines is not as safe for women as it is here in Thailand. It's just not. I'm sorry, it's not. Yeah, there's 70 likes. So 30 to go. We can do it, guys. We can do it. 30 to go. We can do it. But for the Philippines, it's not as safe for women. It's just not. I mean, I don't know how to say that in a better way, but it's just not. So other Southeast Asian countries maybe, but I can tell you from my own personal experience that the Philippines is not as safe for a single woman to travel and to stay there any length of time. MedTech says single women should be a little more careful in Cambodia and Philippines. It is what it is. Exactly. Our experience as Philippines isn't safe for men. LOL. There's a lot of truth to that. 71 likes. I love it. Philippines isn't safe for men. That's funny. MOH says Indonesia also not. I'll take your word on that one, brother, because I have not been there. Mr. Mitch says, gotta run, gang. See you on the next one. Thanks, JC. You are very welcome, Mr. Mitch. Thank you for coming on. And I hope to see you tomorrow with the one, the only Mike. Our experience says I might have said Cambodia to MedTech. Scott says, do you have any plans to start business outside of YouTube? YouTube is like a foundation for a lot of things that I have planned to do. But like with anything that you plan, it takes a lot of time. And you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to do a lot of networking, and you have to meet the right people. Luckily, I have finally met some of the right people, good people, people that I want to be around. When you want to be around somebody, then it's because they likely have something that you want, not necessarily monetarily, but emotionally, that kind of thing. They are, or just the way they think. Maybe you're inspired by just the way they think, and for that reason, I finally found some of those people. It's very interesting. Mike, I'll get to your Mike. Mike G, I'm gonna call you. I'll get to that question in just a minute, and I'll answer it thoroughly. Later, Mr. Mitch. Thanks again, buddy. Mango Sticky Rice says, aloha, Jeremy. Finally chiming in. Had a lot of paperwork to do. It's all good, man. Hey, drop us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you hadn't already. We're shooting for 100. 100 likes today, and right now we're at 71. So I would greatly appreciate that. And it's good to see you, by the way. Thank you for coming by. Mike, do you recommend a guy going to Pattaya for the first time? Okay. There is a video on my channel. If you just go to my channel, right, just open up my channel's homepage. The very first video has 2.6 million views, and it's called Suggestions for Men Who Are Coming to Pattaya for the First Time. And it's got my beautiful friend Jessica on the thumbnail, and it says listen to me. So if you will click that video and watch that video, there's a whole playlist that video is a part of and associated with. There's that video, then there's the Pattaya is Nothing But a Facade video. There's all kinds of videos on Pattaya on that playlist. And the name of the playlist is called Pattaya, Thailand, The Real Story. I think that's the name of it. So go there and check it out, Mike, and you can probably watch videos for like hours. Because there is a lot of information in those videos. And please let me know if they help. I really want to know. 73. Let's see. Our experience says mango and sticky rice is delicious. Yes, it is. It so is. I love mango and sticky rice. I love it. Oh, I love it. You got it, he says. Scott says, Dumore, is there a Costco type place in Bangkok? Yes, it's called Macro. Macro is all over the place. But it's basically the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. You don't have to have a membership to get in there. You can actually do a cash card, but you have to pay in cash. You can't pay in like with your membership card or whatever. So you can go in there one day and ask for a cash card, and they'll give you a cash card. You go around and get your whatever you need, your bulk items, all that stuff, and then pay with cash. Are you experienced for your Domorelife swag? Yes, there's the Teespring stores. I would really like to see some pictures, especially with what we're working on. I would love to see some people with some Domorelife swag on. That would be awesome. Mike says, yes, I did. I was just asking you. Oh, pretty much all of my content about Pattaya is in those videos, and you have to. The main thing about going to Pattaya is to remember there's more to Pattaya than just the nightlife. There's islands, there's shopping, there's bungee, there's swings and parks and parasailing. There's all that stuff to do, but if you're going to go out at night and you're going to take part in the nightlife, you need to have a budget. And if you cannot stick to that budget, like if you come in and you say, okay, I got 10,000 baht a night for 5 nights. Maybe you're only going to be in Pattaya 5 nights. So 50,000 baht budget for fun. If you go into night 1 and you went through 10,000 and it's a little bit close to midnight and you're like, I'll just take 2,000 off tomorrow and spend 2,000 more tonight. You're done. Forget it. Because you've already told yourself that it's okay to spend more money. You absolutely have to stick to that budget. That would be my number one advice, my number one piece of advice. Our experience says, Scott, there's the PayPal link. You can also always contribute to the community channel fund that we have. Scott said at Scott Tesco Lotus. Tesco Lotus, yes, but Tesco Lotus is more like a grocery store. It's more like it's like a Walmart. Tesco Lotus is. Costco would be more like where you can buy bulk items, and that's Macro over here. It's called Macro. Tesco Lotus would be the equivalent to Walmart in my opinion, in Thailand. So, Gordon's Alive says, hey, Jeremy, Joanna, Gordon's Alive girlfriend from Canada. Awesome. I'd be happy to be on to chat with you and your female subscribers about life as a Western female expat. Huh? Woo! Sign you up for next Saturday. Sign you up for next Saturday. That would be awesome. We will have a live stream. If you guys are not busy, I'll use StreamYard so you can come on. As long as you don't mind showing your face, or if you mind showing your face, then we'll just black out your screen and people can hear you talk. And hopefully, they will get a lot out of that. That would be, having you on would be a big boost to the channel and be a tremendous help to a lot of people, both male and female, here in Thailand. So I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Gordon said done. Okay. I'm not going to forget that, Gordon. I am absolutely not going to forget that. I'm going to put it in my reminders right after this live stream is over, which will be when we get 100 likes. And we have 73 now, so we have 27 more thumbs up to go. Thank you so much, Joanna. I greatly, greatly appreciate your willingness to come on and help people. Thank you so much. Michael says, when you use your medical card, you still have to pay cash first and then get reimbursed. If I use my insurance card from my employer, yes. But I have my own plan through AIA that covers me up to $1 million baht, and there's no deductible. So I would say no in that case. Gordon's Alive says, haha, female living in Pattaya, much different from male experiences. Yes, I can imagine. I can imagine, Gordon. I'm really looking forward to that. Our experience says, hi, Gordon's girlfriend. I live in Canada too, in Ottawa. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Daniel says, my wife and I are thinking about teaching English in Thailand as soon as ESL teachers. When schools advertise 15 to 20 teaching hours a week, is that true? Or are you actually working 40 hours? Yeah, you're working 40 plus. 15 to 20 teaching hours a week means you're in class 15 to 20 of those hours. But you're going to work probably 7:30 to 4:30, roughly in that neighborhood every week. Good question. Very good question. Gordon says, done. Gordon says, I teach. I'm off on weekends. Yep. Me too. Same thing. I teach here. I've been teaching here for, it's been over 2 years now, Daniel. And I enjoy the job, especially the job I have now. It's awesome. It's really awesome. So, I'm always happy to, for the weekend, of course, like everybody else, but it's a long day, and you're not going to get a lot of traveling and sightseeing done and all that stuff if you have a full-time job, which is why I am slowly working myself out of a full-time job over here. Scott says, Dumore, did you go from America to Thailand, or were you living in another country before Thailand? So here's what happened. I graduated college. You guys keep reminding people to hit the likes. We really can get to 100 likes. I believe we can. We're at 73. Okay, so I went from America. I was in college, and my next to last semester of college had started, or was getting ready to start. It was over Christmas break. I went to the Philippines for a week to see if I would be able to stay there. Yay, 74 likes. And I thought I could. So I decided then that when I graduated in the summer, I was going to go. So 3 days after I graduated college, I moved to the Philippines. Stayed there 9 months, and then I came directly from the Philippines to Thailand. And have not left. I love it here. 75, 76. Yes, 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 yes. 76. We're going to get there 24, 78, 78. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Daniel says, how are you working yourself out of full-time teaching? What is your plan? Well, I can't really get into that right now because it may spoil a few things, and I don't want to get into that, Daniel. I appreciate the question, but in summation, my plan is to become independent enough, financially independent enough to be able to at least travel around Thailand and bring you all the content I possibly can from this wonderful, amazing country. I want to show it to you and deliver it to you and that kind of thing. Fair question. I just can't answer it right now. Gordon said, just did a 7-Eleven run. Joanna somehow got out of her cage and found my iPad. I hear you. Our experience says, I see 79. Oh, I see 78, but that's 78 is good. I want to see 100. 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 I think we can do it. I think we can. I know we can do it. This channel, listen, this channel made $650 via PayPal during an hour and 10-minute live stream, or an hour and 30-minute live stream once. We've done things in here that's absolutely amazing, and getting 100 likes is something that I don't think is not possible. We can do it for sure. Scott says, in Philippines, what was the city you spent the most time in? I spent about half my time. I spent some of my time in Cebu, which I absolutely loved. I spent about 4 months there. And then I spent about 4.5 months, roughly about 5 months in Nueva Vizcaya, up in the northern Luzon, about 6 hours bus ride from Manila. And I would have to say that I favor Cebu much more, but I like cities. So that's just my own little personal thing. Mike says 10,000 baht, like 400 Canadian. I'm not sure about Canadian. Our experience says, Mike, about 440 Canadian for 10,000 baht these days. Michael in Oregon says, have you ever seen a cobra snake? I'm afraid of snakes. I haven't seen one here personally. I know they exist, but I haven't seen them. In fact, I haven't seen a snake here, to be honest with you. Even when I lived in Rayong, I didn't. But I'm not the guy that goes out, and does a whole bunch of hiking videos and stuff like that where I'm out where most snakes are going to be. I'm just not out there like that. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. Daniel says, thanks for answering all my questions. What's your average monthly budget in Bangkok? In Bangkok, well, I have a few additional expenses that the average person is not going to have in terms of medical expenses, but average you can plan on spending here, including going out and having a good time. If you can get by on about 40 to 45,000 baht a month, you're probably in real good shape. My personal budget's a little bit higher than that, unfortunately. Our experience says, go to Mike, you have to get off the beaten path for that to go to snake farm. Mike says, AA health insurance, did you buy direct or through a broker? Got a URL? No, I bought through a friend of a referral from Ross. And then I just re-upped it this year with a phone call, basically. So, but I can help you with that offline if you need it. I'm sure you won't. You're like super tech savvy, but I can definitely help you through some of that AIA stuff if you're interested. Like, no problem. Don't worry about that at all. We'll get set up. No issues. So I'm still here. I'm staying in Thailand. We got 78 likes. We're looking for 100. We can definitely do it. So if you hadn't hit the thumbs up button yet, hit the thumbs up button. And remember, before you think about traveling, right now is the time. This is important. Right now is the time to be saving for traveling. Okay. Saving for wherever you have always wanted to go. Ooh, I see 79 likes. Saving for somewhere you've always wanted to go and going there. Like, you could actually be able to do that. You could actually be able to do that if you can save money now. I mean, people in the U.S. That were on the $600 a week plus their unemployment program that were working, I hope you guys save some money, because that's probably more than most of you are making, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I'm very much looking forward to the next round of stimulus checks. I got it last time, and I hope I get this one. Scott says, "Do more. Are your health problems not to be talked about?" It's not that I don't like to talk about them. I just don't like to make a big deal out about them. So I have like hypertension, and that hypertension causes a few other problems, and it can get out of control if I don't stay on the right medication. So we'll leave it at that. So we're all good. I see 80 likes. 20 to go, 20 to go, 20 to go. I'm so excited. We can get 20 more. We can get 20 more. Okay. Michael Little, and by the way, Scott, thank you for asking in that very respectful manner, because some people don't talk about their health problems. So I really appreciate that very, very much. It's constituted, my hypertension is not constituted, that's the wrong word, I'm stuck looking for a word again, is made worse by, or excuse me, anxiety that I have from the hypertension the anxiety is made worse by the hypertension. That's what I'm trying to say. Precipitated is a good word. So the hypertension precipitates anxiety, and when you're running and you feel like if you were on a treadmill running and you had a little bitty straw in your mouth and duct tape everywhere else, your nose held together, and you were trying to breathe through that little bitty straw and you were running as fast as you could, that's what an anxiety attack feels like for me. I'm not one of those people that get all shaky and weird and I just can't breathe. It's because of the hypertension and the heart defect. But anyway, moving on. Daniel says, "Do you have a motorbike or car, or do you use public transportation, grab taxis?" I use all public transportation most of the time when I'm going places. If I'm moving around Bangkok, I have my motorbike here. I do have a NMAX 155 that I rent, and I use it for everyday travel. I only use public transportation if I'm going around to different places. Scott says he's always one behind. I see 80. I see 80 now. We need to see 20 more. 20 more. I can't believe we got 80, to be honest with you. But if we can get 20 more, that would be freaking amazing. Our experience says, "I heard a child got bitten by a snake in Bangkok that was in the toilet in the condo his parents were renting." I think I read something about that. Somewhere. And I would really, really, really be sad if I was a parent and that happened, for sure. Carl K says, "I'm surprised that hasn't lessened in Thailand versus the U.S." Carl, tell me what you're talking about, buddy. Tell me what you're talking about, and I will gladly address it. Are you experienced? Says Ko Chang apparently has snakes, but I have been there many times and never seen one. But I don't go into the jungle or hills. I stay on the beach, not the roads. And roads are populated areas. Yeah, I understand that. Michael in Oregon says no more snakes. It's nighttime now. I hear you, buddy. Roger McGee says it was in a decent looking condo. The post has a video. Ooh, wow. Oh, the hypertension getting better. Yes, Carl, definitely. The hypertension has gotten better since I've been here in Thailand. In fact, it's much better, and it's better managed with better quality care. And I'm just going to be honest with you, here in Thailand, than it was in America. I take more natural medications over here than I've ever taken in my life, and Thailand made me believe in the fact that natural medicines do actually work. Unfortunately, I'm not on all natural medicines yet, but I definitely strive to be there one day. And, again, that's got to do with me not having to work a 9 to 5 job, because you can imagine not having you go into a job that not that I hate my job or anything. I love teaching. But you go into a job and you got to be there. It's just a psychological effect that makes the hypertension worse. You're not doing something that you that's your goal in life. And it takes a little. It takes a little. It adds a little stress, but it's nothing like being in the U.S. Nothing like being in the U.S. Daniel says, any desire to ever permanently return to America, or do you see living your days out in Thailand? I see me living my days out happy. And Daniel, what I mean by that is not sarcastic in any way. Wherever I go that makes me the happiest, that's where I'll be. Right now, I'm building that foundation. That is a very, very good question. Very good question. I may return to America for a year or so to make sure. My dad just retired. He's in good health, but he just retired, and I really want to make sure I spend some time with him. He's in his early 60s, so want to make sure I spend some time with him. My brother's had his second child now, and I got to meet the first one, but only when she was born, and I left for the Philippines shortly thereafter. So I'd like to go see my nieces, and just see the family and that kind of thing. And definitely would love to see like my friends that I haven't seen in a long time and that haven't seen me. I would really enjoy seeing them. I think that would be super awesome. Brandon says, can we still apply for teaching jobs if we're not there in the country? You can, but I don't. Ooh, we got 81 likes. 19 to go, guys. 19 to go. Brandon says, get the likes up. That's it. You can apply, but they're probably going to tell you can't come until, I don't know. Some schools will probably do a non-B, or they will send you to a Thai consulate in your home country to do a 90-day non-B, and you'll have to do all the flight preparation stuff there. But the problem is you got to find a flight that's coming into Thailand, right? So good luck with that. 83 likes. We got 83 likes. We're getting there, boys. 17 to go. But it's possible, but it's not probable, to be honest with you right now. Every job opening that I've seen, the vast majority of them have seen, or the vast majority that I have seen have been ready to start immediately, but you must be in Thailand right now, because I guess immigration has done some type of waiver or something for you having to go out and get a visa and come back in. I think you can apply and do it all in country right now while the borders are still closed. So don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure. Have you tried acupuncture? I tried that a long time ago, Michael, and unfortunately it did not help. There's some other. Ooh, we got 84 likes. We only need 16. You guys about to make me super, super, super happy. Unfortunately, that just did not have the effect I like on it. Plus, I just don't like needles, and I know they say you can't feel needles in acupuncture, but I did, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Get the likes up. I agree, Brandon. Get the likes up. We got 84. I want to see some more. That rhymed. Carl says, I love to work and have a passion for helping older folks improve their health. That's a good, noble thing to do. I work in population health improvement for Medicare recipients, but I hated working for a boss that only cares for her. I understand that completely, man. Understand completely. David says, good morning, Jeremy. Have you any thoughts of returning to the Philippines? That's a very fair question, and the answer is absolutely. I will absolutely return to the Philippines at some point in time. There was a lot of the Philippines that I didn't get to cover simply because I was stupid, just to be honest with you. And it's not that I was stupid, it's just that I was naive. I was not very experienced in traveling. I'd only been outside the country one other time than when I decided to just move out of America. I'd been to Peru for a month on a study abroad trip in college, which was exciting. But I definitely want to come back to the Philippines. I want to be able to see Coron and Palawan, the island, and I want to go to El Nido and do all those touristy things, Boracay, that I never got to do when I was there the first time, because I ran into American psychopaths who did everything they could to ruin my life. But they didn't, because I'm winning. And when I say I'm winning, I just mean that my life's going good. And it's appropriate to say that I feel much better here than I did there. But if I went back there, I would already be heads up on every troll in the Philippines and wouldn't have to worry about anything. I would never go back there to live, but I would go there. Well, I don't want to say never go back there to live, but I would never go back there with intentions of living. It would have to be something, crazy. All right, Experience says at 84. Yes, we are at 84 likes. If you have not yet hit that like button, please do so. We are shooting for 100, and I might not shut my mouth until we get to 100. And we have 84, so we need 16 more. Let's get 16 more. That was a good question, David. Daniel says, what are the odds of landing a teaching job as an American with no bachelor's degree? Very, very slim. Very slim. In fact, I would say I wouldn't even try it, because the ministry, the MOE, the Ministry of Education over here, is really tightening the screws on that. And I think that it's going to be harder and harder to get a job without a bachelor's degree. Some people can do it, and some places can do it, but I would not encourage it. I would not encourage it at all. Michael said, I feel the needles, and I like Olongapo. I love the Olongapo. I only went there. I was there 2 days, but I loved Olongapo. I went to Subic and took some great pictures. Look at my Instagram, see those. Let's say I was Subic, Olongapo. Where did I stay? I'm trying to think of a place I stayed at, because they had a bar out on the ocean that they ferried you back and forth to. It was pretty cool. But I really enjoyed Olongapo. It was very interesting. The Kingly Way. Hey, how are you, man? Good to see you. Hi, Jeremy and the Domorelife crew. 85 likes and 43 million viewers. I wish I had 43 million viewers. That's for sure. But I would like to have. I see 84 likes on mine. You guys may see 85. but I say 84. So if we get to 99 on my screen, I'll assume it's 100. But that would be great. If you haven't hit the like button yet and you're in the room, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. Carl K says, I don't know the backstory on the Philippines, but I can imagine it had to do with a woman. No need to explain in any detail. It didn't have anything to do with a woman until I left the Philippines, and it really had to do with two psychotic, actually three simply. And when I say psychotic, I'm really, if I want to be technical about it, it's the narcissistic sociopath. There were a couple of them, and I thought they were my friends, and I was naive enough to believe every word that came out of their mouth. And it turned out to be just a big bleh. And nothing was improving, so it was time to move on, because while I can't change people, I can change my environment, and that's what I did. Leslie says, hi, Leslie. What motivated you to go to the Philippines after college? That's a big move. Thanks. Yeah, so I had went there once during college, and I decided that I wanted to go after college and live there. I wanted to go somewhere where there was cheap living, a cheaper cost of living, and a better chance of me being able to save money and then doing some things with my life. And that's really the simplicity of the answer, Leslie. I'm sorry it's so simple, but I found initially the people of the Philippines to be really nice. And as time went by, my opinions on certain things changed, and I moved on. Our experience says, thumbs up, please. He needs 15 more for a 100-ball corner pocket. 100-ball corner pocket, yes. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. David says, that's great, Jeremy. You got the travel experience under your belt, so you are more wiser. Yes. Took me a while to figure out the Philippines culture from a British guy's point of view. I can believe that. I absolutely believe that, because it's two completely different cultures. About the only advantage to going. This is why way earlier in the live stream, a guy made a comment about going to the Philippines first, and then coming to Thailand. And I said, yes, go to the Philippines first, because the Philippines is more of a third world country, and they speak a little bit of English. So you can get a little bit, they speak English pretty much throughout the Philippines at some level. So you can get going, and you know what I mean? Like, you can get kind of culturally assimilated. When you come to Thailand, it's a little bit harder, because not that many people speak English unless you're in touristic places, I would say. So yeah, good comment there, David. Thank you. Carl says, I had a similar story, falsely accused of assault. Thankfully, I had two witnesses that testified I was not in the city where it said it happened. Cost me a lot of money in defense. Yeah, well, they, to the best of my knowledge, they had their girlfriends tell the cop. Well, not to the best of my knowledge. I sat down with the cops and them, and they had their Filipina girlfriends tell the cops that I had threatened them. And I was like, whatever, man. I didn't threaten anybody. I walked right out of that police station. They walked out of the police station because the police knew they were full of crap. Mango Sticky Rice says, when my wife and I are in Phuket, we always love to go to the night markets and pick up our food, not because it's so inexpensive. It seems to taste much better and authentic. You make a good point. Barrio Barreto. That sounds very familiar. Philippines, yes. Barreto. That sounds very familiar. Carl says, I was just going to say NPD. There are masters at manipulation. Yeah. And they're all over the place. We're stuck on 84 likes, guys. We're stuck on 84. Somebody hit the thumbs up button. Our experience says at Car Case, some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own fault. He's quoting. You know, I can't leave that up because you're quoting Jimmy Buffett. I didn't know that till the other day, but you can't even quote like that. Ooh, I got one more like. Got one more like. Car Case says, LOL. Are you experienced? I own it. I have much better insight now. Fool me once. Yeah, got you, man. Stolen, that's right. Leslie says, hey, do you need adapters and voltage meters for basic electric devices like your phone charger coming from the US? Cheers, bro. Leslie, you need if you have not if you're coming from the US and you have stuff that will only run on a 110 outlet, 110 120, then just leave it there and find something else when you get here. But if most things like computers and cell phones, the plugs in the wall, they'll handle anything from 110 volts to 240 volts. And if that's the case, just bring that with you and you're fine in Thailand. Because Thailand does run a 220. So, 220 to 240 volts. That may come in handy or it may not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Depends on what you need. But trying to buy a transformer to boost up the voltage bring down the voltage to make sure you don't burn up your 110 volt powered whatever is just too expensive. It's too expensive, and I wouldn't do it. I definitely wouldn't do it. But I would definitely, if I was in America right now, back on topic, if I was in America right now, I would definitely be looking for where I was going to go in the future. I mean, just if nothing else, just to kind of get a little fresh start. I think that would be advantageous to anyone listening to this, and I think that the average person always wants at some point to travel, to do something with their life. This is a good time to be saving money to do that, and this is a really good time to be planning to do that. Carl says, do you miss North Carolina barbecue? Yes, I do. I think I'd go insane without that sweet pit roast smoke ring. I'm telling you, man. Some of the best barbecue I've ever had is a little place called what's it called? It's in it's not in Lexington. It's in a little bitty town up there. It's called Tar Heel Q. And it's up around the Lexington area, but not quite in that far. I can't remember exactly the name of the town, but it's called Tar Heel Q, and it absolutely the best barbecue I've ever had in my life. David says, in Thailand, the girl I met spoke a little broken English. Her best words were, "You give me money." She must have thought I was Bot Simpson. I like that. I enjoyed my time, though. I understand, man. It happens. It even happened to me a couple weeks ago. I told people that I got hit up for 20,000 baht, which I absolutely did not send. So, are we going to get past 85 likes, guys? Floating bar or Porta Galera? I think it was a floating bar. I want to say floating bar. Yeah, I want to say it was a floating bar. I believe we have maxed out the likes at 85, which is freaking amazing because I told you guys at the beginning we probably wouldn't get 100 likes anyway. So I think that this has been, I've never gotten 85 likes on a live stream before. So I think this, while I was talking anyway. So I think this has been an absolutely fantastic, wildly successful live stream. I hope that you guys have gotten something out of this content. Now, let me say a few things before we close down. Number one, Mike from Live My Ass Off and myself will be live tomorrow at 8:30 Bangkok time. So that should be 9:30 on the Pacific Coast. p.m. Hugh, what's up, man? Thank you for hitting the like button. I'm pretty sure that was you that hit the like button, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. There's so Mike and I will be on tomorrow, and we'll be doing our thing. After that, it'll probably be another week until live streams again, because it's a full week next week. I may try to get a video out to you, but if you are not a member of this channel, I encourage you to take a look at the membership options. When you hit the join button, it'll tell you a few, but I've added some too. It's only $2.99 a month. I mean, it's barely anything, but what you get to do is you get to vote on content. This topic was voted on today. You get to vote on content. You will get pictures that other people won't get from my travels. You will get some behind the scenes stuff occasionally. And you will get members only videos. I have 2 up now. I'm working to make more. Ooh, we got 87 likes. 87 likes. And there are you can get a domorelife.life email if you want another email. All that for $3.99, plus you get updates that not everybody else gets. So I would encourage anybody that is really interested in this channel and what they do to become a channel member. It's just a good place to be. You won't ever miss anything with Domorelife, because believe me, guys, when I tell you things are going to kick off, things are going to kick off. We just have to wait, unfortunately, until just have to wait until sorry guys, just got something there. Have to wait until the borders reopen. And I just want to say a big thank you to one hungry traveler who has been listening this whole time and has decided to add $20 to the PayPal channel fund. One hungry traveler, much love to you, my friend, and thank you so much for another contribution from you. I really appreciate that, more than you could possibly imagine. That's a large contribution, and I appreciate it. Like Alan did today, and Todd have been my 3 PayPalers, and I really appreciate that. If you look, I'm going to go down the comment section now. Carl K says, Tar Heel Q, love that play. Advance, that's where it is. Yep. Also love Parker's Barbecue outside of Wilson. I haven't been there, but Advance, that's where Tar Heel Q is. Are you experienced as consider becoming a member, a channel member? It's only $2.99 a month, and you get extra and special content. He is correct. And there's the link to become a channel member, or you can always click the join button at the bottom of the screen. David says, Thailand is a truly beautiful country, Jeremy. Being in the province, I got to see what the tourists miss, such as Surin, bitter-sweet memories. And our experience says, I went to Surin to David, got to see, I went to Surin, David, my girlfriend is from there. Wow. David says, that's great. I got to see the Elephant Festival. That's pretty cool. Stuck in Florida says, Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Bangkok time, Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Yes, that is where we will be, Mike and I, tomorrow. And our experience is, me too, David. I went to Elephant World. Well, I can tell you this. There are a lot of things in Thailand that I want to see and that I'm going to see, and people like you are going to help me get there. And Robert has thrown up the PayPal link once again. And if that link's not working to be a channel member, then all you have to do is click the join button at the bottom of the video. Roger is still in the house, and he says, thumbs up, numb nuts. So if there is anybody in the chat listening to the sound of my voice who has not yet hit the thumbs up button, please do so now. We would greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate the thumbs up on the way out. On the way out the door, hit the thumbs up. Guys, it's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. You have really got me stoked. I am pumped for the weekend, and I am pumped for the live stream with Mike tomorrow. I can't wait. I would like to thank all of my moderators for doing such an incredible job of making sure the chat stays nice and clean and orderly. You guys do a fantastic job. David's leaving a comment saying, "Sir, my girl was eating grasshopper and had legs sticking out of her mouth. Was frightened. She just wanted a kiss." Stuck in Florida says, "Thanks everyone for joining the live stream." I agree. Thank you all so much for joining. Are you experienced? Welcome to the channel member part of Domorelife. I'm so excited to have you on board. So excited because you've been such a just helpful, wonderful part of this channel. Also, I was going to say thank you tremendously to the people who contributed via PayPal today. A lot of money came in, and I can't say thank you enough. I really can't. Just absolutely amazing. You guys are amazing. You are really amazing. So with that being said, I'm so appreciative of all the comments we got today. Remember, we're not all leaving our expat communities to go back to where we came from, because really where we're at is probably better than where we came from. And my desire to leave Thailand doesn't exist. I love Thailand and I plan on staying here. David says, "Jeremy, have a nice weekend. I will have a beer tonight. Hope your weekend is a great one. Bye for now. Keep up the good work." Thank you so much, David. I appreciate it very much. And with that being said, guys, if you hadn't hit the like button, hit it on the way out. And I will see you tomorrow with Mike. Whatever you do today, be sure to do more life. I love you guys, and I'll see you later.